A bit late to talk about this, but I'll say it anyway. Netflix has put their own version of Devil May Cry. I watched it, and I think this is a truly one-of-a-kind series. I have never watched a series that made me feel like my time is totally and utterly wasted. Netflix Devil May Cry is a boring, mediocre, absolutely hollow, soulless, by the numbers, and blatantly corporatized bastardization of what the Devil May Cry series is supposed to be. It's one of those series that truly defines what it feels like to have something that exists and yet contributes absolutely nothing, not to the whole Devil May Cry franchise, nor the whole entertainment industry. This show does not occupy what I would really define as good or bad. This show does not occupy any space. It's a hollow, empty void. It's a show that does nothing. The thing it does already, it's been done to death. And the thing it does new, it's been done before. It does nothing except absolutely and utterly wasting my time. And I think anyone who likes this show will definitely at least agree that there are way better animated series than this. Go watch or read Solo Leveling instead. That's a genuinely better show with an infinitely more engaging main character that actually gets the focus instead of being sidelined in favor of others. Solo Leveling is a series that One Punch Man should have been to me, because One Punch Man totally lost focus, has no idea what they're going for, and that too also has the main character sidelined in favor of everyone else. Just bought Devil May Cry after watching the anime! It's not an anime. It's blatantly obvious that it's a Western series, but why do you immediately go straight to the 5th game? It looked the best out of them all! Yeah, that's really not how it works. Play 3, then 1, then 4, then 5, skip 2 entirely, and pretend DMC Devil May Cry doesn't exist. And that's all that I want to talk about with Netflix Devil May Cry. No need to waste too much time on it, especially when we have other hooplas to discuss. It's nice to see someone straight up not recognizing your whole existence. Literally, no Asian is this naturally dark. Putting aside the typo on Asian, this person genuinely thinks that no Asians in this whole world are as dark as Mirko from My Hero Academia. I guess all Southeast Asians don't exist now, right? Someone just snapped me out of my existence. It's because I don't care about you. You not caring about us doesn't mean we don't exist. It's a story set in Japan, so I use Asian because it's a shorter word. You do realize that both Asian and Japan have the same amount of letters, right? And for all your attempts at making a shorter word of Japan, you can't even spell that shorter word right. It's almost like you're just making excuses out of a blatant mistake that you clearly made, and you just don't want to admit that you are wrong. Why would I go to Lesser Asia? Ah, yes, instead of admitting to the whole world that you are wrong, you're just gonna attack the whole Southeast Asians. Great look on you, dude. And even after all this, you still can't even spell Asia right. Is Japan in Southeast Asia? No, but Japan is in Asia, which is the word that you allegedly use because it's shorter than typing Japan, which we all know is a BS excuse. You just don't want to get called out when you're wrong. You dimwits can't understand a simple word called simplification. That literally makes no sense. You simplifying Japan as the whole Asia is already wrong to begin with, but the worst part is you not taking any responsibility for making a mistake, making excuses for your mistake, and using the wrong word to describe something, while also calling Southeast Asians the Lesser Asian. How is that working out for you? Speaking of the Japanese, they really love their figurines, don't they? We really should take a look at the people that make all these outrage posts. We, as society, should be allowed to stone people for having interest in owning a statue of a teenage girl in nothing but her underwear. That's a figurine of Momo from Dun Da Dan, which you can totally strip to her bare bones underwear. I don't know what gets you outraged by this. You can also strip Barbie dolls, if I recall correctly. Is it different because Momo is a teenager? No, because Momo is a fictional character from a fictional series, and she should not be treated the same as a real human being. No way in hell was this made without the intention of marketing towards weirdos. Yeah, how dare those anime fans get anime figurines of fictional characters that they can strip and do whatever they like to them. There are worse things being done with My Little Pony figurines. There's a notorious one that involves a jar, and I do not recommend you look it up, unless you want to puke all over the floor. Speaking of pony, I did say that we should take a look at the people who make this outrage post because the person who posted the photos of the figurines did, and they found out that the same person who posted this is also a furry who posted furry porn. By that logic, if stoning horny weirdos is something that they advocate for, then they should also be on the chopping block. I really don't understand this mentality of people attacking what other people like. If you like furries, more power to you. Blaze is my favorite Sonic waifu, if she counts, but I don't see why you should go out of your way to attack people for liking figurines of anime characters, when you also like something that is of equal, if arguably worse. Moving on from Japanese figurines, we have superheroes exposing their body to everyone. It turns out that I really don't understand what I like as a straight man. I don't think this is aimed at straight men. These are the Marvel swimsuit specials, and it does feature plenty of women and men who are in swimsuits. I'm not quite sure why you say that this isn't for straight men. These women look pretty damn hot. I hate to inform you this, but those are some strong women that I know other women will be liking. Wait, are you saying that it's possible for women to like sexy women, the same way men like sexy women? I'm a straight guy, and I find this to be pretty hot, but I guess that makes me not a straight guy, right? That's definitely not aimed for you. Those are adult women. That's a nice child predator insinuation there, but okay then. I guess this image right here is not meant for straight men like me. Only lesbians like them, right? Next thing you're telling me is Juliet Sterling is a lesbian icon. Oh wait, they're saying that too. Man, I guess we straight men can't have women to like, right? Marvel superheroes being hot is one thing, but Sonic characters being hot is another. Yes, there's a whole demographic of people thinking that they're the ones that should be made hot, although I wouldn't exactly mind if it's Blaze getting the treatment. If people just stopped throwing this word around, the world would probably be a better place. Am I too woke for saying that this makes me feel uncomfortable? What are you talking about? Being uncomfortable towards a Sonic fan art, or more specifically a T-Call fan art, has nothing to do with being woke or not. This word is uttered so frequently that it totally has lost all meaning, just like Nazis. Is me being uncomfortable of a drawing so bad that you have to add the artist? I mean, I don't know. Maybe the artist can have the answer that you've been looking for on this rather stupid dilemma. Isn't she 14? Yes, she's also an echidna who tried to prevent her warmongering dad to kill all the cute little chows, which results in the water monster god Chaos killing all the echidnas and requiring her to seal herself away alongside the water god monster inside the Master Emerald. Typical 14-year-olds, right? Your name is Goon King. I don't want to hear crap from you. And yet, here you are responding to it. I was sharing it because I thought I was overreacting about feeling uncomfortable. In other words, you don't understand how you feel about yourself. Here's a quick spoiler. It's not woke to not like furry art. You can't tell me if I'm not too uncomfortable. You don't know what's going on in my brain. Funny that you say that because based on the last question you asked, it seems that you too don't know what's going on in your brain. One thing is for sure about 18 plus content. Please, I beg of you, to anyone around the world to not do this. Fiction doesn't affect reality. No, it does not, and you're delusional if you think otherwise. Show your family members and strangers on the other side of the street the CP you draw. Bro, I wouldn't even show them adult media featuring adults. That's actual sexual harassment. Why the hell would I want to show adult media featuring adults to my family or random strangers? I don't even have CP, but I guess you're one of those people that confuse fiction and reality, so it makes no difference to you. Since it's not real, you think they'll be okay with you hanging out with real children? Bro, I wouldn't trust anyone who thinks that showing 18 plus content to my face without my consent is a valid social interaction. It's basically that Key and Peele Office homophobe sketch, where Key showed his literal black hole. Ah! I mean, it's not like you're drawing real children, so it shouldn't have a negative effect, right? No, it doesn't, because that assumes that being against fictional characters somehow makes you more moral than the rest of us. You're not. It's only a matter of time before the skeletons in your closet pop up like the rest of you aunties out there. It's not like drawing fictional children can lead to inappropriate thoughts about real children. In other news, killing people in video games will make you want to kill people in real life. It's not like there's some kind of pipeline to this, right? No, there isn't. And nice of you to block replies on your garbage take. It's almost like you don't want to be challenged by this. Maybe because there is an actual pipeline from being moral about fictional characters to harming real-life people. There is a pipeline from overly moralizing 18+ content to one's own personal moral guilt. But sure, the fictional character lovers are the creepy ones. And speaking of people making morals out of everything, this was quite the news to encounter. Feminist group calls for total ban on ECCHI. Why? Because it's not art, it's just soft core. That's your subjective philosophical point of view, feminists, and it's better if you just walk away and consume something else. The movement, named No More Fan Service, directly targets series known for sexualized content, arguing they normalize the objectification of women under the guise of animation. Yeah, let's just target the women being objectified and totally forget about the men. Typical feminists, right? The campaign's lead organizers cite anime like Prison School. Wait, what? Did you not freaking see Prison School? They objectify the men more than women there, you absolute buffoon. Whatever movement these moral guardians are making, I am going to immediately dismiss because they cited Prison School as an anime that objectifies women, which is like citing Grave of the Fireflies as an anime that makes you feel good and happy. And that's all for the video today. Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it to the end, here's a cat. Before we close this video, huge thanks to all these wonderful sponsors. You are all fantastic. If you want to see your name among these legends, then check out the links below, just $1. And you have supported this channel a lot. Seriously, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you all next time.